uje. So leo naomba nianzie kwenye nirudi nyuma pia kwa faida ambao hakuwepo. There is this book tunaitumia kwenye psychology na watu wa medicine pia wanaitumia wanaosoma psychology, inaitwa DSM-5. Sijui kama kuna DSM-6 na ubaya kirefu cha DSM-5 DSM nimesahau, kama sijakosea ni Diagnosis of Scientific Manual, something like that. Mombe, unakumbuka kirefu cha DSM-5 ama you have never met this book?
No, nikisikia kwako for the first time.
So according to DSM-5, personality disorders ziko divided katika cluster 3. Cluster A, cluster B na cluster C. Cluster A ina odd, bizarre na eccentric, hizi type za disorder ambazo ndani ya cluster A tuna paranoid personality disorder, tuna Schizoid personality disorder na tuna Schizotypal personality disorder. Alafu ndani ya cluster B tuna Antisocial personality disorder. Hizi PD zote maana yake personality disorder. Tuna borderline, tuna Histrionic, tuna Narcissistic. Last time kama sijakosea tulisoma dependent, tulisoma obsessive-compulsive na tukasoma na narcissistic. Ila kitaalamu ni vizuri ukaziweka sawa. Even I know this is not very new. Unaweza hata ukatusaidia kutukumbusha maana ya DSM. Kirefu cha DSM nimekisahau. So
sikumbuki kirefu, ila nakumbuka tu ni manyo ambao wametumia kuclassify hizo disorders, yani kulingana na zile characteristics.
Sawa. So tukifuata zile cluster, tukianza na cluster A, tumesema cluster A ina paranoid, schizoid na schizotype. Last time tulijifunza dependent, obsessive, nafikiri na avoidant na narcissistic. Tulienda randomly, lakini tukifuata order inaanzaga paranoid, inakuja schizoid na schizotypal kwenye cluster A. Cluster B ambayo ni dramatic ama erratic ina antisocial, ina borderline na histrionic. Na cluster C ina avoidant, dependent na obsessive compulsive. So straightforward because of our time. Naomba nianze na I'll just take you through paranoid. Kama on Friday nitaweza kusummarize hayo yote mengi, it's okay, lakini naomba tu focus kwenye paranoid kwa leo. Tunasema hivi, as I said before, cluster A is comprised of paranoid, schizoid and schizotypal personality disorder. Paranoid personality disorder is characterized by a pervasive distrust of others, including even friends, family and partners. As a result, this person is guarded, suspicious, and constantly on lookout for clues or suggestions to validate his fear. He also has a strong sense of personal rights. He is overly sensitive to setback and rebuffs, easily feels shame and humiliation, and persistently bears grudges. And surprisingly, he tends to withdraw from others and to struggle with building close relationships. So earlier we said, if you're a leader, actually a counselor or a social worker, understanding these personality disorders can help you not to overjudge the people you're working with, but two, can help you to know how to deal with them. Like sometimes your subordinates or the people you lead, the people you mentor might be misbehaving. So if you have an understanding of personality disorders, you can easily be in a position to help them and not to judge or to be hard on them. So mtu mwenye paranoid personality disorder, sifa yake kubwa ni ana distrust, yani sio mtu mrahisi kuamini, ni mtu mwenye doubt, lakini pia ana suspicious, is very suspicious, yani hana imani na watu in one way or the other, na hana ujasiri. Constantly he looks for clues or suggestions to validate his fear. Anatafuta suggestions za kufanya fear yake iwe valid, like anakuwa na wasiwasi wa kitu fulani. Yani nimeona hata hii time ya corona, ukiacha ile fear tu ya kawaida, there are people they ambao personality disorder yao ya paranoid iko very evident at this time. They are too much suspicious. Yani a very vivid case, like we have some friends around East Africa, nje ya Tanzania. These people are very, they are very suspicious of our condition in Tanzania more than how we are. Yani wao wanaona kama sisi ndo tumesha kufa kuliko sisi tunavyojiona. So like it's a personality disorder, people becoming very suspicious. Na ni watu ambao mara nyingi wanashindwa kubuild relationship, wanajisikia aibu, wanajisikia kuwa humiliated kitu chochote kifanyika. Nafikiri I will recommend for you movies. Kuna movies ukiziangalia utaiona hii personality disorder, lakini ni watu ambao wanakuwa na vinyongo pia mara nyingi. Tuko pamoja jamani?
Yeah, tuko pamoja.
Okay. So what are the symptoms of paranoid personality disorder? People with PPD are always on guard, believing that others are constantly trying to demean, harm, or threaten them. These generally unfounded beliefs, as well as the habits of blame and distrust, might interfere with earlier. Kuna watu ambao they always have the belief that someone is trying to demean them, someone is trying to harm them or to threaten them. So these unfounded beliefs, as well as their habits of blame and distrust, might interfere with the ability to form close relationship. So this feeling they have mara nyingi ina interfere na ability yao ya kuform close relationship. Wanakuwa tu hawana imani na mtu, yaani tu ukimwona mtu unakuwa una doubt kwamba baba huyu jamani wazimema. So hii ni moja ya symptom. Ukiona mtu mwenye tabia sana ya anafeel kwamba people are demeaning, are trying to harm or to threaten them, these people might be having paranoid PD. Then ya pili ni doubt of commitment, loyalty or trustworthiness of others, believing others are using or deceiving them. They doubt commitment, wanakuwa hawana imani na commitment aina yoyote, na as I said earlier, wanahisi kudanganywa na hali ya kutoelewana ama hali ya kutoeleweka. Then ya tatu, they are reluctant to confide in others or reveal personal information due to fear that the information will be used against them. Wanakuwa na uoga sana wa kushare mambo yao kwa sababu wanahisi wakishare mambo yao yatasemwa. Kuna watu wanakufa na siri, yaani yeye ni bora afe kuliko kusema kitu chake, kwa sababu anaamini akisema kitu chake kitakuwa shared kwa watu wengine, siri yake itatobolewa. Then they are unforgiving and hold grudges, hawezi kusamehe na wanashikilia vinyongo mioni mwao. Then kitu kingine, a hypersensitive and take criticism poorly. Ni mtu ambaye ukimcriticize anaona kama umemjudge. They always take criticism poorly. Passive attack on their character that are not apparent to others. They generally react with anger. Mara zote wao wana react kwa hasira. Have recurrent suspicion without reason that their spouses or lovers are being unfaithful. Hii ndo mbaya zaidi. Yaani wao wanakuwa tu wana recurrent suspicion. Wanahisia na suspicion ni nini? Tusaidiane. Hivi tumesema Kiswahili? Suspicion ni nini kwa Kiswahili?
Suspicion? Yaani kama kuwa unamuhisi mtu.
Sasa
hawa wamefanya kitu fulani.
Hawa wana hizi recurrent suspicion kwamba hata wapenzi wao sio waaminifu. Kwa hiyo you will find you in a relationship with a man, lakini ana suspicion, yani hana hata proof, hajawahi kusikia, hajawahi kuhisi, ila ni ana paranoid PD, kwa anakuwa na feel kwamba you are just not faithful, anakuwa anahisi hivyo. Sasa kama upo kwenye hii session na unahisi kwamba una paranoid, unaweza ukampoteza mpenzi wako hivi. So ni bora waone counselors wakusaidie. Are generally cold and distant in their relationship with others and might become controlling. You see, sometimes they are distant in their relationship with others and might become very controlling. Narudi tena kwenye mahusiano, unakuta you are dating a person and he is very jealous and controlling, kwa sababu one of the feature with people who have paranoid PD, they don't have confidence in themselves. So the only way is to control things and to be jealous. So every little thing unafanya unaonewa wivu. Yaani wewe ni jamaa una date na mdada, hata akivaa akipendeza unamuonea wivu. Sasa sijajua unataka nini wewe. Sijajua. Cannot see their role in problems or conflict and believe they are always right. Hawa watu bwana wao wanaaminiki kwamba wao wako sawa. Kwa kosa likitokea wao wajioni kama wamehusika kulitengeneza kosa. They are always believing that they are right. Have difficult relaxing, they can't relax. are hostile, stubborn and argumentative. Ni watu wagomvi na ni watu wanaopenda hoja zisizo na msingi. Yaani kuna watu nilivyokuwa nasoma O level hivi advance, nilikuwa nasikia kuna watu wao wanabishana mpaka na redio. Wewe uko home afu mtangazaji anatangaza afu we unabishana afu hata kusikia. They are just argumentative by nature. Sawa. Now I hope you're able to get me kwenye symptoms the personality paranoid PD, paranoid personality disorder. Anyone having a question on that angle?
Yes, Brother Madati, I wanted to bring this to your concern.
Yes.
Naona kama, are you sharing your screen ambazo hizo notes zipo?
Yeah, that's what I'm sharing.
Lakini sijui kama ni mimi peke yangu au kama ni wote, lakini naona tuko stuck pale ambapo yani kabla haujaingia katika hiyo sehemu ambayo tunaweza tukaona.
Yani hajaifungua.
Hujaifungua bado.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay, fine. Ngoja nifanye hivi. Right now you don't see my screen, si ndivyo?
Ndio.
Yes.
Haionekani.
Sawa. So, can you see it now?
No.
Oh. Bado hamuioni, si ndivyo?
Ndio.
Mambo ya mtandao. I'm going to share it again. Let me see. Okay, let me do this. Okay. Then share screen. Sijajua hapa shida inakuwa ni nini. I'm trying, but I wonder how comes you guys can't see. Now mnaiona mabado? Do you see this?
Yeah, inaonekana.
Hapo inaonekana.
Weaving?
Mimi kwangu bado
That's okay,
nahisi
we can
itakuwa na
see.
mimi mtandao.
Weaving huko 2G.
We can see.
Okay, fine. So Weaving. Can you see it now?
Tuendelee, nahisi na mimi na shida na mtandao huku.
Sawa, nimekuforwardia kwa WhatsApp. Maybe you can follow up from there.
We can also see now. We can
Sawa. So what causes paranoid? This is a very paranoid personality disorder. This is a very important segment of our discussion. The exact cause of PPD is not known, but it likely involves a combination of biological and psychological factors. The fact that PPD is more common in people who have close relatives with schizophrenia. Some of us tumesoma schizophrenia. It's another deep topic. If God wishes, tutajifunza pia. Nafikiri for now naomba nisiingie kwenye schizophrenia. So it's people who have close relatives with schizophrenia suggest a genetic link between the two disorders. Early childhood experience, including physical or emotional trauma, are also suspected to play a role in PPD. So I'm not going to talk about schizophrenia today. Schizophrenia ipo kwenye hii cluster A ya personality disorders. Kwenye cluster A tulisema tuna personality PD, tuna schizotype na tuna schizophrenia. Lakini naomba leo nizungumzie like one of the causes of paranoid personality disorder includes a physical or emotional trauma. So sometimes a person might have been traumatized akiwa mdogo. Now, if you might remember earlier before we learned about trauma. So nakuta trauma is a deep stressing or disturbing experience. Na hii mara nyingi na result baada ya mtu kuundergo vitu kama ajali, rape ama kuundergo njaa. So kuna matukio, kuna janga labda mtu alipata akiwa mdogo. Then the effect of trauma ndio inamfanya awe avoidant, inamfanya awe ana paranoid, awe ana avoid watu, unforgiving, like there is a hidden pain in him or her that makes him or her to act that way. So the exact cause so far is not known, lakini it is believed, one, that PPD is more common in people who have close relatives with schizophrenia. Tutakuja kujifunza schizophrenia. It's a genetic link between the two disorders. But again, early childhood experience, including physical or emotional trauma, are also suspected to play a role in the development of PPD. So when we are looking at paranoid personality disorder, one of the key thing that contributes to PPD ni emotional ama physical trauma. Tumesema trauma is a deep, disturbing experience, stressing experience. This kind of experience are resulted with things which happen to a person, bad memories like accident, rape, betrayal. So you find the person was betrayed, the person was raped, the person experienced accident, the person experienced the hunger, a person experienced an earthquake, a person maybe after being born, the mother alimtupa. So such kind of feelings in these people, in one way or the other, they always contribute to trauma, and that unhealed trauma huwa inaleta paranoid personality disorder. So hapajawa na exact cause ambayo imejulikana mpaka sasa, ila iko believed kwamba kwa asilimia kubwa trauma ambayo uliipata when you were still young, the trauma you got when you were still young has a bigger contribution in you being, in you developing paranoid personality disorder. Then before I go to therapy options for paranoid personality disorder, si kuna swali hapo? Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a question there? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear
tunakupata.
Do we have a question so far?
Not me.
Okay, so I'm going to najaribu kukimbia. I'm going to therapy options, then I will turn on my camera so that we discuss in case of anything now. So therapy options for paranoid. People with paranoid personality disorder are more likely to establish trust with a therapist who is plain spoken and more focused on fact than emotional expression. Therapists can play important supportive roles for people with paranoid personality disorder, modeling positive and trustful interaction and helping their clients be more accepting of and engaged in treatment. Psychotherapy for paranoid personality disorder is more effective when therapists use techniques focused on problem solving and rational insight. People with paranoid personality disorder usually have a hard time forming intimate emotional connections with others and withdraw when they feel like someone else is being too intrusive. Many people have had hard time connecting with therapists on an emotional level or responding on emotional cues. They respond better to therapists who make direct statement and avoid emotional appeals. So I want to share with us few therapies that can be helpful kwenye kudili na mtu ambaye mwenye paranoid personality disorder. One of them is cognitive behavior therapy, which is not new to us. I've been sharing it before. It's a practical choice for people with paranoid personality disorder. Nearly all of the traits associated with paranoid personality disorder are rooted in distorted cognitive patterns that emphasize and magnify potential interpersonal threats and attribute malice to neutral people or event. People with paranoid personality disorder can experience a significant improvement in their symptoms. To make it short, if you remember last time I said cognitive behavior therapy has that ABC model, which helps in restructuring a person's behavior patterns and a person's ways of thinking. So I've presented earlier that with paranoid personality disorder, a person has negative beliefs of being demeaned, of being harmed. A person is not confident of himself. A person is too controlling. A person is too jealous because of the too much negative thought, like misbelief, distrust in him. So with cognitive behavior therapy, we help this person to move from unhealth negative emotions to health negative emotions, like to move from irrational beliefs to rational beliefs. Let me make it clear here. Kwa ambao hamkuwepo, tulisema hivi kwenye cognitive behavior therapy kuna kitu kinaitwa ABC model. A stands for activating event, B standing for beliefs, and C stands for consequence. So we say an event that happens in a person's life does not determine the consequence, but the belief on event, the belief upon the event is what determines the consequence. So you will find, for example, mtu mwenye paranoid personality disorder unakuta alipata tukio baya, labda alikuwa betrayed. Alipokuwa betrayed, he or she sees everyone on earth as a betrayer. Labda alikuwa raped. So ile the trauma that this person experienced has developed wound and has developed a negative belief in him. So this person will always be negative. So through cognitive behavior therapy, we help to restructure this person's belief from negative beliefs to positive beliefs. We help to structure patterns of his mind and patterns of his behavior to help him to rethink, to think in a positive way, to think there is still a good life to live. We challenge the thoughts, the system of mawazo yake and everything of this particular individual. Atoke kwenye kuwaza vibaya kwenda kwenye kuwaza vizuri. Are we together, guys? I don't want to leave you nikawa naongea peke yangu.
We are together.
Is it making sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kweli ama mnanitia moyo?
Inaeleweka.
Kuna ile
Mgonja, tunakuelewa.
Mgonja. Kuna ile blaza wewe nikiwaza, lakini acha tu tukuvumilie. So kama nawadanganya, you tell me. Na najua mko psychologist. Okay. Ya pili, kuna kitu inaitwa individual therapy, where a therapist uses CBT or another related approach. So individual therapy is more of a talk kati ya therapist na client. Kwa katika individual therapy pia, a counselor can use cognitive behavior therapy or any other related approach for paranoid personality disorder, typically focuses on cognitive aspect of a disorder or paranoid thought patterns and belief system. People who participate in individual therapy receive support and encouragement from therapists who help them learn and practice different way of thinking and behaving. So as I said earlier, people who participate in individual therapy wanapata support and encouragement ambayo inawasaidia kuwaza vizuri. It's one-on-one talk between a therapist and a client to help the therapist to think better, kuwaza vyema, kuona kwamba maisha hayako vile venye anafikiri. While individual therapy can be useful on its own, people with paranoid personality disorder usually have better outcomes when they participate in integrated services that coordinate to target different symptoms. For example, many people with paranoid personality disorder will pair individual therapy with support groups and family therapy. I will talk later about support groups and family therapy. So, group therapy. For people with disorders that affect their functioning in relationship, relationships, group therapy can be an efficient and effective treatment option. Tusikilize vizuri hapa. This format allows therapists to provide some of the same interventions and education they would participate in individual therapy, while helping a person to explore and challenge beliefs about other people in a real time. Treatment groups allow people to learn from other people with similar symptoms or disorder. People receiving group treatment for paranoid personality disorder might be able to see how another person paranoid thought are delusional and start to question their beliefs. Therapy groups can also make people feel. Are you still seeing my screen?
Yes.
Therapy groups can also make people feel less alone and give them safe space to talk about their challenges in stigma-free environment. So, frankly speaking, personally, I feel I would love more the group therapy. I love this part which says, like group therapy. I remember when I think it was introduction to counseling, if I'm not mistaken, we were learning that you can do a group therapy, but at first we were encouraged that we don't do more than seven people. So like you put people together, the help the people that you're helping, you're mentoring group, and the way they share experience. Kwa mfano, mtu anaweza akaanza kusema kitu, alafu from what this person is sharing, you're also going through the same thing. You got to learn kwamba someone is talking, guys. Sijui ni nani yule angetusaidia kuwa kimya. Okay, so from the group therapy, like katika hali tu ya kawaida, when you stay with other colleagues and share experience, you get to see what other people are experiencing and how they have been able to overcome, and you get also to challenge your own thoughts. You get to challenge your thought and you just see they are delusional. Kwa group therapy ni kitu kizuri sana kukitumia kwa watu ambao you are helping them, the mentoring group you have, the client you have, lakini inapaswa kuwa a stigma free environment, an environment that the secret is being kept, an environment that whatever we speak ends from there, is not taking another place. But the more other people share the experience, this person anapata kuelewa that what I'm doing is not right, what I'm thinking is not right. So in a group you get challenged. Even in this type of relationship, I know about kwenye mambo ya mahusiano, kila mmoja ameshiriki kwenye group. Like the way you hear, umeachwa tu na mdada mmoja, then you get a testimony that mtu anasema ameachwa na wadada 9. You feel kumbe I still can move on with life. I'm not alone. So like the group therapy stuff works better kwa sababu it helps people to get other person experience, other person way of seeing things. Are we together, brothers and sisters?
Yeah, we're together.
Together.
Okay, in case I leave you on the way, you let me know. So family therapy, there are things that are not really practiced in African context, but they work. And I just pray that as the way miaka goes mbele, we would be able to put some of the things into play. So family therapy can help individuals recover while they're helping family members to learn how to support them in their recovery. Family therapists help individuals reflect on their roles in conflicts and practice calmer, more effective ways of communicating with each other. When a person with paranoid personality disorder is actively living with family members, family therapy can be particularly useful. So I have not seen family counseling, family therapy very practical in our context. Labda kuna therapist wanafanya, lakini in the Western world, our friends wao wana family therapist, they have people like who are in charge with doing therapy and helping the family with counseling in those stuff. So in other ways, it's also recommended that family therapy can work to help individuals who have paranoid to overcome. Then kuna kitu kinaitwa nutrition. Hichi bongo ndo akipo kabisa. Nutrition counseling. Nisisema akipo kabisa, mimi sijakiona. Usije mkanikoti wrong. In severe cases, people with paranoid personality disorder may severely restrict their diet due to not trusting the entire categories of food or the people who sell the food. Guys, this is crazy. People with paranoid personality disorder, they sometimes even doubt categories of food or people who sell the food. Friends, this is serious. Yani mi siwezi kufika kiwango cha kudoubt chakula. No, this is very serious. More typically, people with thought or cluster A personality disorder suffer nutrition deficit due to the effects of medication or lack of awareness on how nutrition affects mood and cognition. See, can you hear me, guys? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so research shows people with paranoid personality disorder, because of that sense of being very doubtful, being they don't trust anything, they sometimes do not even trust people who sell food and types of food. So that has an effect. Well, one of the things they also need is what is called nutrition counseling. A nutrition counselor can help people with paranoid personality disorder establish the well-rounded diet with necessary minerals for mental health, like omega-3 fat acid, B vitamins, and magnesium. By saying so, I want to appreciate you for listening to my thoughts and what I was able to understand when I was at campus. Yeah, so I want to take this opportunity to welcome us for reflection and just a general talk on what do we think. Do we think this is true? Yeah. Karibuni. Mimi nimemaliza for today. Hello people. Excuse me. Hello people. It's not
Hello.
recording.
Hello.
Yeah. Asma, are you here?
I'm not here.
Yeah, sure, I see.
I'm not there, man. Yeah.
Now it is recording. So guys, welcome. I would love to hear you talking. Me, I'm done. Okay, thanks. Kama hatutaki kuongea, mseme tufunge session.
Ama tunataka maswali.
Yeah, if we have question, anything, a reflection. I always don't feel good just when I talk, and kama nimewadanganya, we say, man, what you talked was total lies.
Babu, nimeona hapa mwenzetu ametupa kirefu cha DSM. Sijui kama umeona hapo.
Within Mutende ametupa ni diagnostic of statistical manual for mental disorders. Asante. Philemon, what did you understand? Ngoja nitaje majina maana nyie mnafanya utani.
Yeah, leo tumeendelea na hii ni personality nyingine ambayo inaform katika inapatikana katika tuseme cluster A kama ulivyosema. Yeah, na tumeona sifa za huyu mtu mwenye disorder ya PPD, yani paranoid personality disorder, kwamba ni mtu anayekuwa mara nyingi doubtful au suspicious na ana try to look for clues ambazo zita validate fear yake au kitu kama hicho. Pia tukasema kwamba mara nyingi huyu mtu anakuwa unforgiving na jealous sometimes, kwa sababu ukatoa mfano hapo kwamba hata unakuta labda ana mke au ana yuko kwenye mahusiano lakini mwenza wake akipendeza pia anamuonea wivu au kitu kama hicho. Then tukaenda kwenye how to help au to treat au therapy ya huyu mtu, tukaona a number of therapies ambazo tuliziona ni 5, lakini kama hapa tulivyosema, kama kwa mfano hizi 2 za mwisho, kwa experience yako ulisema mara nyingi huku kwetu sio sana hii nutritional na family, lakini pia tuliongelea hii ya cognitive behavior therapy na individual therapy na of course na group therapy. Kwa hiyo this thing is true, au watu kweli tunaishi nao, lakini mimi nilikuwa na swali kwamba kwa mimi ninavyoona, yani mtu sasa mimi nitajuaje kwamba mimi nina disorder gani? Kwa sababu kila disorder inapotajwa, yani kila tunavyo, kwa mfano hadi leo kwa ninavyokumbuka tumetako kama disorders 4. Tuliangalia hii ya excessive-compulsive, tukaangalia ile dependent, na hii narcissistic, na leo paranoid. Lakini katika kila disorder naona na mimi kuna element ninavyoangukia.
So funny.
Naona kuna element naangukia. Sasa mimi nafikiria, kwani natakiwa niwe na disorder moja tu au naweza nikawa na disorder zote au inakaje hapo? Kwa hiyo ndo nilikuwa najaribu ku expound.
Sawa. Kwa uelewa wangu mdogo ni kwamba mfano kuna kitu kinaitwa enogram, kinaelezea 9 types of personality. Personally, when I was trying to read in summary through the enogram, I was confused because in each personality I felt I have a little trait. Ukisema personality 1 naona kama nipo personality 2, but I think you just have to take time to understand yourself better. You will find you have some things which are minor, but you will find you have something which is complete. Like kuna kile ukizungumzia unasema this is real me. For example, with these personality disorders, for example, paranoid, probably all of us here are jealous to some extent, but being jealous doesn't mean that we have paranoid disorder. If you go into details of this study, do you think all that is said is true in your life? Now, as for me, after reading the 10 personality disorder, I found myself having a problem with being obsessive-compulsive. I wanted things to be into details, and if things are not into details, I sometimes get mad. For example, if I clean my room and you just come, you disorganize it, I really wanted things to be into details. But even day-to-day life, like I kept seeing that I really want things to be into details, and to some extent that has been a disorder. Excuse me, guys. And I began working on it. But if you look in disorder 1, 2, 3, you also keep finding that there is something minor which is also part of you, but that doesn't tell that everything which is there is yours. So the way I can answer it, bro, I think it just calls you to read the personality disorders into details, understand their symptoms, their cause, and you will see yourself being somewhere. And if you don't have any disorder, so don't be offended. I don't think if there is a law which says every individual must have a disorder, but in my little experience, you'll just find yourself falling somewhere, and you have to work on that. Did I answer the question, Philemon?
Yes, Babu. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Madam Wivin, what were you able to get from our talk? Wivin Mtende?
Yeah.
What were you able to get from this conversation?
Nasemaje? Yaani ninaweza nikaongezea kwenye kumjibu huyo hilo swali lilokuwa ameuliza hapo. Ni kwamba yani for it to be called a disorder, yani ni kwamba ukisoma unaona kwamba kuna some symptoms zinakuwa zinakugusa, lakini mpaka ikaitwe yani ukawe diagnosed kwamba una hiyo disorder, ni mpaka iwe inakuhamisha kufanya vitu fulani. Kwa hiyo tuseme kama kwa yule mtu ambaye ni paranoid, kama hivyo anakuwa suspicious, anakuwa muoga, kuna vitu anakuwa anafanya vinamfanya mpaka sasa aje kuonekana sasa huyu, ili tatizo anatakiwa apewe dawa. Pale ambapo itakupelekea ushindwe kujenga mahusiano mazuri na watu, ushindwe kushiriki kwenye vitu vya kijamii, yani uwe unashindwa kufanya vitu fulani kutokana na hiyo paranoid, yani kwamba imezidi mpaka sasa unakuwa unashindwa kufanya vitu vingine. Hapo ndo inakuwa termed as disorder. Lakini ule wivu tu kidogo, lakini mambo yanakaa sawa, mnaendelea vizuri, ni kama ni character kama character zingine za binadamu, ila sio kwamba inakupelekea kwamba unakuwa termed una hiyo paranoid disorder.
I think I really love the way you brought it out. Nafikiri Solomon umemwelewa.
True.
Kwa wanaofanya diagnosis ni mpaka sasa kweli huyu jamaa maisha yake ameshindwa kumove kwa sababu ya hii tabia. Lakini kama tu huo wivu ni ubinadamu unatokea. Kuna wakati unamwonea hivyo asthma, kuna wakati unamwonea hivyo it sometimes happens, but ukifika mahali all these symptoms they really stop you from moving, like you are too evil, yani wewe unakuwa una shida. Kuna mtu anaitwa Daniel Amen hivyo hivyo, ukiweza Google afu fuatilia vitu vyake, niliwahi kufuatilia kidogo. Yeye amefanya mambo ya brain scanning, anaonyesha the way your brain is being affected when you have some behaviors. For example, if you are a mean person, wewe uko mean, anaonyesha unakuta ubongo una matobo. If you are addicted to pornography, it shows. So as we even said, I think they also measure when it reaches to an extent that this thing is stopping you from moving, then we call it a disorder and you have it. Then we want to wind up. Najua ni muda aftali to some of our colleagues. Mombek, then Asma, you will conclude.
Okay, nilikuwa naomba kidogo naweza kidogo kwenye group therapy. Ni kwamba group therapy ni kwamba the counselor ndio anampa vivid examples kutoka kwa watu, ama ni anahusisha watu ambao wanatoa hizo experiences zao za matukio yao.
With my little understanding, I will challenge you guys to also read more, even in Google or check videos on YouTube. But with my little understanding, with group therapy, mara nyingi zinatumika ni helping relationship, ziko kama mentoring relationships. So sio counselor anakuwa ni kama facilitator, lakini anatengeneza mazingira ya watu kushare experiences zao. Na nikatolea mfano, you might be chucked, umeachwa na mdada mmoja maybe, or wadada wawili, then with a group conversation you hear a testimony for person aliachwa na wadada 8 wamemkataa wote. So like weighing these scales, you begin feeling from hearing their story, I'm not bad enough yangu because of other experiences. Kwa kwenye group therapy mimi nafahamu sio kama counselor anaenda kusoma story ya Mombek iko hivi, story ya Wivin, but we hear from other people's experience. But you may take time to read more from the net and maybe check some videos on YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks too.
Yes, Asma, conclusively.
Thank you for the sharing, although nimechelewa, so I don't think kama nipata chochote.
Pole.
But I think from Philemon's summary kidogo I was able to catch up. So mimi nilikuwa na kaswali kadogo, sio kaswali pasela, nilikuwa sijaelewa vizuri kwenye family therapy. Inafanywaje and how is it done na umuhimu wake?
Sikizi majibu ukishakuwa una majibu ya maswali unaambia tu Google. Okay. Fine. I said earlier, I don't think if family, please quote me right, sijasema haifanyiki Africa, but I don't think if it's very much done into a big extent hapa Africa, na sijasoma zaidi deep on how is it being done. But what I understand, when the little readings I've been able to do with family therapy, ni kwamba familia inakuwa ina therapist wao who is responsible into helping them into structuring the behavioral patterns, the belief system. So it's more of the therapist dealing with the family. Na mimi ninachofahamu, a family therapist can use other methods like cognitive behavior therapy, like can use different method to help these people of the family. Lakini kuna watu wanafanya, unakuta mtu anafanya masters of maybe family marriage and family therapy, so like they have better approaches of dealing with the family as family per se. Tofauti yetu sisi, unaona mfano mimi nimesoma counseling generally, kwa nina uelewa wa ujumla, but when you come to people who deal with, who have specification dealing with families, they have an added knowledge on how to deal with family, and they are called family therapists or marriage and family therapists, and wanakuwa wanasaidia familia as familia. Yeah, so kuna watu wanakuwa na family therapist wao, yani kama vile doctor, kuna watu wanakuwa na family therapist and wanakuwa wanawasaidia. Lakini wewe unaweza kuwa una therapist ambaye anaisaidia familia yenu, ama you can go to a family therapist. Huyu mtu ambaye amespecialize kwenye family therapy, ni kitu amekisomea. Nimekujibu kwa urefu, did I answer you well?
Yeah, very clearly. No part.
Oh, thank you. Nilianza kudoubt labda nimepotea njia. So guys, thank you for this. It has been good catching up with you today. Let's try as much as possible to catch up on Friday. Let's not be discouraged with the number. Sometimes the number is high, sometimes the number is low, but we are off for a while. That's why people also thought maybe to make it fun. Thank you so much. I would love to say a word of prayer as we are winding up. I will share with you the YouTube link where you'll get this video after I upload it. Let's pray. Lord, one, thank you for this evening that have given us to be together and learn together. Thank you for helping us to understand about the paranoid personality disorder. Scientifically and psychologically, there is a way these things are being termed, but spiritually we see it's just the evil one trying to make people live uncomfortably, make people be unforgiving, make people being so suspicious. So as we are learning the psychology part of it, we invite your spirit to intervene the spirituality of our lives, and we invite your spirit to help us to have the fruit of the spirit, to be loving, to be understanding, to be kind, to be gentle. Help us, Lord, also to always glorify you for the achievement and the milestones we have. Help us as we also help others, as we also mentor others, as also we counsel others. May this bring success to our societies and our lives. We glorify you even amidst this turmoil of COVID-19. We pray that we'll keep being sober, keep being focused, and we keep having hope for tomorrow. And we keep also maximizing the time we have, adjusting and being flexible with the new normal. May you cover us and bless us as we depart this evening. In the name of Jesus, we pray and believe. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. See you on Friday.
See you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.